the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Obviously, slowing down Mahomes, going to be a tall order. He gets the completion there, but what do defenses need to try to do against it?
Well, as we saw in the Super Bowl against Tampa Bay, their #1 goal was to get him to 3rd down and long situations. Not 3rd and manageable, meaning 3rd and 4 or less, but 3rd and 7 or more. There were plenty of those situations because now you can unleash your pass rushers. And if you can get that going, get him pressured in the pocket, get him on the move, use those 7 behind him to cover, that's how you can...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading them out, their 3rd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in the days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
Now Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. And he coughed it up. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off at the 38. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And it's third down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for it.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. And I guess right now as we look at some of his struggles today, the term next play really applies here. He's got to move on.
I love where your head is on that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, what a move. And now running right through it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. Chris Jones on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there. In. Touchdown, New York. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. Shifts by him. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Giants. That punt return 69 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
And that jumps the excitement level up a few notches, doesn't it? What a big-time punt return for a touchdown. Now their cohorts on the special team side, they've got to add the PAT.
That would be the equalizer. Gano now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. It's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Mahomes now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Steps away to his left. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30. 10.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton. As the first half is winding down, and the Giants have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gano for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. It's Kelsey on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw a strong first half from the former Duke man, Daniel Jones. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. On one hand, the Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased. Doing their...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he'll win it over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. They're thinking
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes going to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down. Mahomes now to throw. Man open is Robinson. Past the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Different story this time around. We have that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, in my time in football, I've yet to see a playbook that draws up offensive plays designed to lose yardage. A running play loses yardage on first down. They try and throw it, take a sack on second down. What can the offensive coordinator come up with here on third down?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, then they put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride in the offense this go-around. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Gary Brightwell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back. Gano
now following the touchdown here to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now here comes Kansas City. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He is going to find Hill here. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. On first down, Mahomes. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. A little juke. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Giants are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Gano now to add the extra point. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. Ooh, the juke. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But Let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Now here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Touchdown! It's Daniel Jones fighting Evan Ingram. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Mecole Hardman to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They go play action here on first down. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On second and 10, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. Touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, fourth quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy. And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, good move.
A good head-down running on the return, gets about 15 yards.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
New York ready to go again offensively. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The tackle made by Blake Martinez. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, the 20. Woo! And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble. Think you got a chance. Turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, and when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Gano the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Hardman on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. Well, this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Finding Kelsey. And he'll get him a first down up past the 40 as the clock ticks on. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And this is Shepard on the catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp.
share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
What up, man?